Came here with no merch, slowly building, not loud, or we haven't gone into pro shop yet. But I've got something just to let everyone know that, yeah, this guy is a Seahawks guy. And I think it's pretty strong.
You're a fucking idiot.
That'll do it. Everyone knows that I'm a Seahawks, okay? Bitch. I'm a Seahawk, bitch. And don't fuck with us on game day. So that's a lot. No one else wanted one, which is weird.
You're like the sun setting into the day. You light up the sky with your golden.
Welcome wherever you are on this beautiful planet and however you are listening to us. Thank you for doing footy on this beautiful Friday the 14th. We find ourselves back where it all started.
Oh dear.
But this is redemption for you.
I woke up and I just had, it's almost like, when you're hungover and you just give yourself like 5 to 10 seconds to figure out if you're hungover or not. And then you go, I got away with it.
Yeah.
I felt like that this morning. I woke up and I went, oh, big episode.
You're back. Well,
Yeah.
This is big redemption.
Yeah.
Much like when you lost your voice at the
Yep.
MC and then you came back the next week.
Totally.
You're now facing the tote bag in the eyes and saying, this can't happen again.
The only thing I'm thinking of the whole time, and I know, we said it in the episode, we said it all throughout the week, if only that was filmed. Because for people watching on YouTube, this is where the spew happened.
Yep.
Literally where it happened. Like, I think I walked off there, and then after the episode, I had to go down there by the water. So this is, it's definitely bringing back, wartime flashbacks for me for sure.
There's a lot happening. So we are actually live because this is now considered a live show. Not sure of the young gentleman's name, but we have just a guy there just maybe loves footy. Maybe he knew it was happening here, just hoffing into what looks like a cookie or some kind of coffee. Is it a cookie or coffee, sir? Coffee. Beautiful.
Perfect.
There we are. Well, welcome. Thanks for doing footy with us, mate. Yesterday.
And banana bread?
And banana bread?
Scone. Nice.
Great. Love that. All happening.
There is a lot.
A lot happening. A lot happening. But yesterday, hell of a day. Hell of a day yesterday. Lots went back. We went to the Clippers game. A lot happened there. Nikola Jokic on a random Wednesday decided to drop 55.
Mate.
Like it was nothing. Went to that stadium. Cool stadium. A lot of tech. Probably too much tech.
Yeah, I got some thoughts.
Yeah, probably too much tech.
So anyone who hasn't been there, so this is, it might not be like crazy new. Like, is it this year? I'm trying to think.
It would have been. It's not new, but it's newish.
Newish, but it's definitely at the forefront. So you got to get the app before you arrive. You've got facial recognition that gets you into the stadium. All that stuff I think is fantastic. In your seats, you've got the PlayStation-like controllers to
Very cool.
interact with
Candy Crush.
Candy Crush, and the activations.
Are they dating
throughout.
or are they sisters? Like whatever.
Yeah, like all that. Very fun. Like that. I think it just needs to calm down a little bit when it comes to buying stuff, because every shop, whether it be for merch, food, or drinks, it has to use your app and do the facial recognition. Nah.
It's a lot.
I don't need that.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's a lot. The Face ID into literally every part of food, merchandise. I'm surprised toilets didn't do it.
Yeah.
Surprised toilets weren't like, hey, have you scanned your cock?
Yes.
And, okay, that's actually not yours. That's way too big. So, well, no, I'll show you again. Give me a second. It actually is mine. And then they let you in. I was surprised it was just an easy access, normal toilet system.
Yeah, I don't know. It just made me think, like, I don't mind at Marvel or the G, for example, like when you do the whole, I tap to get in, and then it'll recognise what I've taken and taken that out of the count. Sure, not a problem.
Yeah.
But, like, what do you do if you've got your grandfather and you want to take them to Intuit Stadium for a Clippers game, and they've got a little Samsung Fold, a bit like I do, you know?
Old man media they'd struggle in that stadium, old man media. Getting phones and face recognition, it's all new to them. Sorry, we do a bit of a rearranging here. Also, Nikola, he's just amazing, Jokic, isn't
Incredible.
he? Isn't he just amazing? Just looks like a guy that just doesn't want to be there. As you said at the game, a guy who, if he walked into a bar, you'd be like, that's not the best player on the planet.
Does not look like his height makes him look like a basketballer, but his whole vibe is just nah.
Nah, not good. So he was amazing, though. His build is not good, but he's amazing at basketball. Then the AFL fixture was released as well last night. We now know what that looks like completely. Did this kind of drip feeding, sorry, a lot going on. Did kind of this drip feeding fixture to us like we enjoy doing the
Well, 2 people at the live show, at least.
Now we're talking. Now it's a live show for
Now
sure.
we got roadies.
Yeah, now it's a live show. So just feel like we're in the way. Okay, we're back now. Sorry about that. Just it's our fault. The fixture was released.
Yep.
Drip fed out, as we know. They seem to think that we like drip feeding.
Sure.
And I get the whole thing about, look, content, the pond is dry of content. Let's kind of extend how much content we have. So let's give them an opening round. Let's give them gather round. Let's give them round 16. It means nothing, but let's give them something. They seem to like, we don't like that. We just want the whole thing.
We love footy, but it is turning into a 365-day calendar, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. How
Like-
much content can we drag out? And that's what they did yesterday. The fixture is now finally out up to round 15. The fixture also released, as we know this, by a Canadian company and a computer system that puts it all together and spits out, I guess, some kind of even fixture which ranks the hardest to easiest draw for the teams who are the best and the teams who are the worst that want to help them out and make sure they get a soft draw to be competitive.
Sure.
Not sure why they do that and why they spend so much money there. They could just go on our socials and all the people who comment could do it for free. Because it doesn't seem that hard, but a lot of stuff that people would say they're not happy with, a lot of stuff that people are happy with. So let's try and just pick out the best bits here and show you and tell you what's going on here. So the league sticking with the same bye structure as last season. 5 bye weeks from rounds 12 to 16 with 2 to 4 teams having the bye each week.
Okay.
That means 36% of the season is bye affected.
Oh, that's rough.
Now, I'm not great at maths, but that seems a lot.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of the season being just teams on buys, teams where they're just having long run-ins to their next game, stopping momentum as well. So that seems like a lot of buys that we have for those rounds. Opening round, we know how that looks. It looks different this year. We have the still kind of New South Wales and Queensland feel to it, but a little St Kilda Collingwood flair to fix it at the end on the Sunday. Primetime games across the first 15 rounds. Adelaide have 8. Hawthorn have 8. Geelong have 8. Primetime teams. Primetime Hawks, primetime Crows, primetime Cats.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like that.
I'm happy with that.
You put the best teams on the lights.
Yep.
7 primetime games. The Dogs have 7. Carlton have 7. 6 primetime games go to Collingwood and Fremantle. 5 go to Sydney. West Coast are the only club without a game on Thursday or Friday night lights.
Okay.
That makes sense because stink.
Sure. And Saints, I noticed you haven't mentioned there.
They don't have 8, 7, 6, or 5. Must have less than that.
But you do. And the Dogs do.
Well, that's the stuff we've taken away. So Carlton's still given the primetime slots, even though going to be completely arse. Went into the fixture. I have us winning 7, 8 games. That's where I'm at for my expectations for next season. Now, things will change when I see some kind of crazy video during preseason.
Sure.
I know
yes.
that'll change.
Yes.
When Jesse Motlop does a snap that's just 30 metres out in front, but I haven't seen football in a long time, that means the little come off. But outside of that, Outside of that, not going to happen for us, except for those big games we have.
Yeah.
But they feel smart. They know we're going to bring the big crowds.
Of course. I mean,
There's
you will,
always
you
the
always
interest.
will. Yeah,
There's always the interest of whether you hate Carlton, you want to see them lose. Carlton people want to see them win. There's always
Yes.
going to be that around it.
That's why I've always said I struggle to have high levels of empathy with what you go through with Carlton because no matter what, you will always be able to pack that thing out and you'll be all right.
Well, the only great thing about going for Carlton is that we're never going to a graveyard.
No.
Really.
No.
That would be an absolute disaster. That'll never happen to us.
I want to say last time that you would have been sponsored by Mars.
Yeah.
I feel like I can probably remember a few
Yep.
Sunday twilighty fixtures then.
Yuck being sold on a graveyard. I don't think so. So, Hawthorn, the big wins out of this fixture. 8 primetime. I mean, what are we doing here? You can see 8 primetime games go to Hawthorn out of the fixture. So that's a lot. And 0 Sunday games.
Yeah,
No
that's
Sunday
it.
scaries for them.
Okay.
That seems, they seem like they're going to be a team on the up. So the league has seen that as well and said, let's put these guys on as many main television channels as we can in the good slots. Christian Petrarca faces his demons against his old team on Easter Sunday. Mm-hmm. So going to be what? What are we thinking by then? Ash, Easter Sunday, how many people are going on the game? 5,000. Cut that in half. So you've probably got about 1,000 people and 50 seagulls booing Christian Petrarca.
Oh, yep.
So that'd be big for him, be intimidated by that. Charlie Curnow won't face Carlton and just doesn't give a shit. Now that I'm thinking about it, they just does not give one fuck.
If you're on YouTube.
If you're on YouTube, you're getting one of the all-time visuals here of what's going on, what we're facing here. We're up against the elements, for sure, this morning.
I just thought, this will be beautiful. You know, it's sort of sunrise in LA, across the marina. It's, beautiful. Oh, look at that, palm trees. I thought we nailed it.
This guy must hate Andrew Dillon. It just keeps dragging shit across. But Christian Target we talking about, so he won't be facing his Demons till Easter Sunday. No one will be there. Charlie Curnow, we know he won't face Carlton in round 1 or even opening round. Won't even face Carlton at all the MCG. Blues aren't going to face him where he comes back to the Loud House and face all his old fans, his teammates. Not happening.
Got to wait till final, brother.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we'll see you. We'll see an elimination final. 10th v 9th. No, that can't work. 7th v 10th. So that seems like a missed opportunity for the league potentially. Not wanting to cash in on what would have been amazing. 80, 90,000 fans booing Charlie Curnow. That seemed like a no-brainer. But maybe the software system didn't like that. And that's the issue with the software system. Doesn't get what's going on.
Is the Stanley Cup on at the same time?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what
Maybe
happened.
you must know.
Yeah.
Zach Merritt, big talking point. Obviously, all the stuff that went down in trade period.
Yep.
There's an internal grudge match, which will be against Hawthorn. When you think of it, it takes a lot to think about, but he is definitely a Hawthorn player, still in Eston colours.
Sure.
Internal grudge match against the team he wanted to get to round 1 Friday night.
Yeah.
That's big. That's massive. We can't wait to see that one go down. St Kilda, your team.
Yep.
Shiny new toys. Been starved of success. Lots happening, lots of expectations. Everyone thinks they're going to be on the up, make finals potentially, maybe a finals win. League wants this to happen. Their run home is a genuine kiss on the genitalia.
Well, it is for travel. I looked at the opposition and I still felt a little bit uneasy about some of them.
Okay, so your run home's this. Round 14, Giants at Marvel. Just to preface, you don't leave Melbourne here.
Yep.
Round 14, Giants at Marvel. 15 v the Bulldogs at Marvel. Round 16's at Bison.
Hang on, I'll stop you that. So I reckon we could probably lose those two.
Probably.
Yep.
Round 16 against the Bike. Potentially could lose that as well. Depends how things go. Round 17, Essendon at Marvel.
Win.
Port Adelaide at Marvel.
Win.
Then you have Geelong at JMHBA.
Lose.
North Melbourne at Marvel.
Win.
Sydney at Marvel.
Ooh, what do you reckon?
Sydney will be good.
So
Lose.
All right, lose.
Carlton at Marvel.
Win.
Richmond at MCG.
Win.
Gold Coast at Marvel. Depends how Gold Coast want to go.
I'll
They'll be
say
playing
lose
finals.
just to be polite.
Yeah.
So, 5 or 6 wins?
Yeah. I think so. So that's pretty good. That's a great run home though.
Yeah, it
to
is.
not leave Melbourne and stay at the MCG pretty much, or the Marvel, for most of those games. Great win.
The ideal thing here is a few games at the G because we just don't do that normally.
No, well, it's
And we need that.
Much like what the AFLW is struggling to with their grand finals. Like, do we move it to a bigger venue? That's what St Kilda struggle with. It's like, can we start moving our games to bigger venues? And if things go well for you and start getting a few wins, maybe you can play at the big boy stadium.
I'm starting to think we've made a really bad call here.
So am I. A lot of action coming through. Great live show. Not normally on a live show to get so many people just wanting to get up and just walk through into your set. But that's what we're doing here. That's what we got. Brisbane, reigning back-to-back premiers. Been absolutely shafted by the league. Not sure what they've done to the league. Maybe because maybe success has done it. Maybe the league doesn't like them winning everything, but they've been booed off primetime, second in the TV ratings last season on the most watched games. And 9 teams have more primetime games than them. That's absurd. If I'm a Brisbane Lions fan, I'm absolutely filthy. That's criminal by the league.
I think I want to say that was fairly similar to last year too. Do you remember? And we kept talking about how we just haven't really been thinking about Brisbane.
No.
Like, we're not trying to be rude, but
No, we haven't seen them.
They have. I remember
You're
that.
right. You're right. We had said, look, we haven't seen them enough. They're not on the great slots. They're hard to see. It's like a Sunday 110, or they get a Saturday game. It's not really under the lights we want. And again, they have been kicked off prime time. Also for Gather Round, haven't been just kicked off Adelaide Oval to Norwood Oval, the soccer ground. Being kicked off to the Barossa.
Okay, well that's I mean,
that's a local football
I
ground.
love Barossa, but that is offensive.
That's a local footy. That is offensive. I think they play North from memory as well. That is the most offensive thing you could do to a back-to-back premier. Why are we trying to piss them off? One back-to-back flags. Look, staring down the barrel of a three-peat.
Yeah.
You want to give them more reason? We know that's all they need to live and breathe and be really good at football. A reason. Giving them one here. So they've got that.
Crazy
that a back-to-back premier would have this much disrespect in the fixturing. Sunday night, also the graveyard shifts, the one that we struggle to get through. Bit of a makeover here. So Sunday night football now big on the league's agenda and in the fixture. 6 games in prime time. So Sunday night graveyard, which is 7 p.m. or later.
So prime time is in prime time slot.
Well, it's sort of, it feels like a prime time slot, but it's a graveyard prime time.
Yeah.
So it's a 7 p.m. start for some of these games, which is, I don't hate it.
I think I prefer that.
It looks way better than a 4:30 kind of yucky graveyard, which overlaps into the game before that.
Yes.
Feels like it has free air to be Sunday night game.
Yeah, by then you've had dinner.
Yeah.
Sitting on the couch, literally nothing else
Go to
do.
bed at 10:30.
Yeah.
Going, oh, great. Team lost again. Just think about that till Monday morning. Then go to work. Awesome. Life sucks. So that's coming for all of us. And all of that, the fixture was ranked. Geelong ranked as having the hardest fixture.
Okay.
Suns the second hardest. Collingwood third hardest. Now, Collingwood do have to travel, so that's maybe why that was third.
Sure.
Brisbane, as we said, staring down the three-peat, have the 8th hardest, which is very unusual. How Geelong have the hardest fixture and Brisbane have the 8th.
Well, I was about to say justice has been served when you started that list because I thought, oh, that's good. Like, that makes sense. I'm happy with
Give
that.
someone else a chance.
Yeah.
So Brisbane, just off that, looked like they'll be definitely back in finals, maybe grand final. And then North, obviously, given the easiest, along with Richmond and Port Adelaide.
Okay.
So that's, I feel like the
No
fixture...
West Coast there?
West Coast weren't 18th, 17th, or 16th.
Wow,
Or maybe
interesting.
15th. Yeah. So, unbelievable scenes.
Cool. Okay.
That's the fixture. That's, I think, you know, we got drip fed it, and of course people are going to be angry. It always happens. We're just angry about everything. That's what I've come to realise.
Yeah, that's true.
We're very angry about everything. No one's really going to be happy completely. So,
Can you give me a positive then? Give me a positive.
football's
out of that.
back. Yeah. That's a positive. I like the... I love Thursday night football. Amazing.
Sure.
We love that. Sunday night football is going to be great as well.
Yep.
The overlapping stuff, I don't like that we have the Saturday overlaps
Yeah.
is coming back. I don't like that at all. A lot of people hated the 4 games on Anzac Day. They went, oh, game's gone. Woke AFL, going at it again. Didn't realise that's a Saturday. So that's just normally going to have 4 games or so on a Saturday. So a lot of people didn't actually check what date that was and what day it fell on. Just went straight to Angerville and said, how can I burn the league down?
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Okay.
there was a lot of that going on. Also on Anzac Day, Scott Penderbury could equal Boomer's games record, which would be very cool.
Oh, wow, of course.
Very cool.
Yes.
So that's the whole shake-up out of the fixture. I just love how fixture releases have now become sort of social teams Mad Monday.
Yes.
It feels like a day where they can just go, you know what, we could create literally anything we want. It couldn't even make sense, but as long as we just put the fixture in there somewhere,
Yes.
it's a free hit.
That's a great call. I think other than the draft, that's pretty much it for the
Can
rest of the
literally
year
do
for
what
them,
they want.
right?
It could be as rogue as they want.
Yeah.
And that's what we've done here. Again, the teams just have gone for it. It's great. It's like their Coachella.
Yes.
They love it. So they had a field day here. Again, Port go back-to-back premiers. Last year they did the Tony Hawk's thing with the characters.
Yep, that was very
and
good.
that was their fixture release. This year they went with the Sims vibe. Very good. Very, very good. That would have taken a long, long time to create. But the thought behind... Like, they didn't meet... They roasted everyone in it.
Yeah.
They roasted me. They roasted us as a team. We got roasted in it. Track got roasted in it. Zach Merritt. So prior to Zach Merritt's one, if you haven't seen it, go check it out on Port's page. Prior to that, they did the 4 players who were at their old clubs, the 4, like Jack Silvani, Tom DeConning, Liam Ryan,
Flanders.
Sam Flanders. They're all in a locker room in their West Coast, Carlton, and Suns gear. Then they do this spin thing, they change it to the Saints gear. Then it just goes to Zach Merritt in the same locker room trying to do a spin as well, and he just stays in Essendon gear.
I mean,
very
very
good. Very, very good. So there was that. Max Gorn was in it. He was just so big. Just like stupidly tall. I think Bailey Spaz, our friend, got absolutely roasted as well. Got eaten by a plant.
Oh, I missed that bit. Yeah,
a plant that
okay.
was a cow and had like udders on it.
Yeah.
So that was that. Hawthorn with Nono
Yes.
was very good. Fremantle,
love him.
Fremantle's one. The more I watch Freo's one, the more I like it.
Okay, tell me
The
about it.
Ashes vibe to it, where it's just Australian fast bowlers just clean bowling,
Yeah.
or taking wickets of the English batsmen, and then they have just a fixture release in there on the wickets of who they're playing. It makes sense, but also doesn't make sense, which is why it's so good. I
That's
loved
so
it.
true. So for post-Chella, the social media manager has gone in for approval. And they go, hey, I really like it. Just FYI, there's nothing about the fixture there.
Oh, okay.
So if you could just put that underneath that, that'd be great.
Okay, so and then they've gone back to the edit room and say, hey, so higher ups love that it's cricket. Can we just maybe put the logo on the stumps
Just
or
put
something?
that
Yeah,
there.
and that makes
Yeah.
sense. Got that over the lines. That was very good. Geelong with Tom Hawkins, the fixture boss, was very good about how Geelong have been stiffed in the whole thing and how there's no Geelong round, and they don't want to play Sundays. Carlton finally might not be boring. Did some things a bit out there, just a little bit crazy. Did like
Yeah.
a Spotify fixture release. Was a little bit, hey, we're kind of cool too, guys. Don't forget about us.
Yeah.
So they had that as well. Also with the Sydney game, had it as Grudge as a song. Hate Charlie Curno's fucking guts. Love that.
I
Love
love
that
it's
they're taking it seriously.
It's a one-way hatred. though.
Oh, it is. It is. It did feel like amongst all that though, a lot of teams took our social power rankings very personally.
Sure.
The fact that us and I featured in a few of them, it was a little bit of a dig.
Yeah.
I'm all for digs. I'm all for banter, all for content. But that felt like, Essendon,
heard.
I was in Essendon's one. I was in West Coast ones. I was in Sydney's one on the beach.
Yeah.
So I saw it. It hurt. But that's
That's
all right here.
tomorrow.
I know, but it's all good. So I'm glad the fixture's done. We can now stop arguing about the fixture. It's done. It is what it is. It's set in stone. And we just can't wait for football to be back. I'm keen for football to be back.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. We love football. It's come back soon. The fixture is there. And we can't wait to get our teeth into it after we obviously leave LA, go back, have a rest, and then get back into things. State of Origin is the next thing on the cards. It's happening.
Yep.
They're getting paid $20K the players to play in this thing. We know it's a couple of weeks before opening round, the season starting officially, so maybe some players a bit hesitant to play in it. Maybe some clubs saying that you can't play in this thing. Dean Cox is coach of WA. Chris Scott, the coach of Vic. You just know that some Geelong players are getting paid $20K just to play this thing.
Oh, big time.
If you think you could hide the money in the cows, now you can actually hide it right in front of us by picking all these players in it. It'll just be Geelong versus WA is what we're going to have here. Found a loophole and he's going to exploit it for sure. There's going to be 6 players, I think, released today. So again, drip feeding to us. The silhouettes went up on the socials last night. Drip feeding 6 players released tomorrow. It was like 1,600 games, 1,800 goals, 3 Brownlows. They must think we love being drip fed like we're rabbits.
Yes.
League, we're not rabbits. Humans. Just give us the whole thing.
It's starting to become a social experiment.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to get a little, like a reaction out of us, like
Yeah.
Pavlov's dog or something. you
Now,
know?
greatest game in the world. On planet Earth, it's the greatest game. But it feels like the league thinks, hey, these guys are morons.
Yeah.
Let's just give them the worst stuff and give it to them the worst way. Let's drip feed like opening round to them, gather around now. Like, just stop. We're not rabbits.
No.
Give us the whole thing. So that gets announced today.
Yep.
Which will be, I mean, again, content pond's getting dry. Got to fill up somehow. So that'll come out. You know, your Patrick Coops will be in that. Your Bontempellis.
Yeah.
Your Dacoses.
Sure.
They'll be featured in that. So we'll see who gets released today for the State of Origin. Congrats also, just a random one here on re-signings. Not normally a time of the year where you get re-signing news.
No.
Jack Off. Well done to Jack Off out of the Giants. Now, 2-year deal for Jack Off. Haven't seen him being released yet. Jack Off.
No.
Haven't seen him do his thing, but he's just been, working hard behind the scenes, going at it, and his time's coming.
I'm just trying to think. I thought I saw him
Jack Off.
come at a game, but I don't think he did go.
I don't think he has. But Jack Off, he's got a 2-year deal, and we can't wait for him to just do his thing when he's out there and gets a chance at regular league football, which would be really cool.
He's got a good head on him. He looks really
Great
good.
head, yeah. I know he's definitely hard at it as well. So get
Yeah.
him in the game soon. The Giants, that'd be great. Also, I think the Giants did say it's pronounced Owl, but if you look at the name, it's definitely Off.
Yeah, no.
Jack Off's way better than Jack Owl.
I think
Even if I was Jack Off, I'd be saying, hey, I'd actually prefer if you call me Jack Off.
Absolutely, you got to stand out in this world.
Yeah,
It's
so
Jack Off.
congrats to Jack Off for getting that 2-year deal. We can't wait for him to absolutely erupt and explode everywhere when he's out there. And to the reason why we're here on a short Feel Good Friday.
Sure.
Back in LA, about to wrap up the trip.
Yep.
Seattle was great. We landed back in here in LA yesterday. Clippers we spoke about already. We're off to NFL head office today.
Now, top 10 places we shouldn't be allowed in the
Yeah.
world. This
No,
is...
if they had heard anything that we'd said about Suits HQ back home, they would know that probably the worst people to invite into the league office.
It's a bit of a moment. Honestly, like, I think, going to the basketball, the access that the Seahawks gave us was honestly
It was great.
one of a kind.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Yeah, it's all good, sorry. Yep.
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But doing something like this is, this is a bit of a moment. I'm looking forward to it.
It's cool. It's not often you get invited
No.
into NFL HQ. So they have invited us. Now, I'm not sure if cameras will be allowed on, and Ash will try and do a sneaky and take his little sneaky camera in and see what we can get there. But they have invited us saying, look, come see how we do it. Look, we don't have your opening rounds. We do have wildcard. We do have that. But come see how we do it. Come speak. Come vent about what's going on. How can we help potentially? They've also let us know that they have the best snacks out of any office in the world.
Now, this is huge.
That's a huge thing to say about snacks.
Yeah.
Because snacks are they're good, but to say you have the best snacks in the world at your office, at any office in the world, lots of offices.
Also, just what's the criteria? Like, is that just your personal opinion that you've, or how do you judge that?
Yeah.
Is this like when we went to stall and stopped off at every bakery and they said that they had, the Beaufort pie was the best pie in Australia? It's like,
Yeah.
I
But
don't
no,
know.
if
Are
it
you
is.
just deciding that? or
Yeah,
not?
yeah. I don't know how you decide. We'll find out. I want to see what snacks they have because I would have thought Google, maybe best snacks. We hear all the talk coming out of Google, best snacks.
If you watch the what's the intern, the
Yeah.
internship with
You'll see, yeah, Owen
Vince
Wilson.
Vaughn and-
You'll see that. But it's a rogue thing for a league officer to say of a sporting entity. Hey, yep, we do some things, we make a lot of money, and there's some big decisions get made here. Also, best snacks.
Mate.
So we'll find out that. We're also going to Cosm.
Yes.
This really cool bar. So if you haven't seen what Cosm is, it's kind of like I guess the biggest thing you compare it to is sort of like, what's that dome in Vegas?
Sure. I
That
think it's
thing, the
dome.
sphere.
Yeah. Oh,
The sphere.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a half sphere screen at the front of a bar that goes over your head, and it feels like you're literally sitting at the end zone of a football game, which we'll be watching.
Yep. I think, it's close to VR, essentially, without the headset. But the thing I'm most excited for about it is that if this had come out, and there might have been a version of, but if this was, 5 years ago, it would have just been us in front of a really big TV screen.
Yep.
But there are intricate differences. Like, they've done a lot that we don't, like, we're going to need to see it.
Yeah.
But it genuinely, you look at it and you're like, oh, I wouldn't be able to tell that that's a bar.
It looks crazy. Now, this is obviously going to be a research trip for tax purposes.
Absolutely.
So we'll be researching there, because when we see the Cosm and what they have going on with the screen, we can go back to the corner hotel and say, listen,
let's have Jism.
Let's try and get a huge screen that goes over our heads, and they'll say the budget's not big enough for that. And I say, okay, well, we'll have a jug of Carlton then.
Don't make me go to
We'll
the
take
Richmond
that.
Hotel.
So we'll take the information back to the corner hotel. Then we
Yep.
go to LA Rams training on the Friday.
Yep.
And then we're off to the game, Seattle versus the Rams on Sunday.
Yep.
And then we're back home.
There is one thing just in there. I think it's a really good opportunity to say this. So Saturday, I believe, is an off day.
Oh, yeah.
So we're back in LA. What do you think I'd like to do?
Honestly, just have a day off.
No.
Probably flying off your tree equivalent.
You can definitely find that. I'll give you the strong tip.
Not sure.
No, I've had a word with your wife.
Yep.
And your
Lovely
daughter.
woman. Lovely
who
woman. Women.
They're very keen. Harry Potter World's here.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
Absolutely not.
So here's what I'm thinking.
Ash, don't fist pump, mate.
You're yet to see it, the film. What better way to enter the world, the wizarding universe, than a baptism of fire right in the guts, entry via the Ministry of Magic, get to have a few butter beers at the Three Broomsticks.
What's that? But sounds horrible. I'll punch Harry Potter in the throat.
Well, Harry Potter won't be there.
Well, he
but
might be.
He might be.
Oh, so Harry Potter's going to be a Harry Potter world. Look, I'm open to it. I won't go like happily.
You can get wands made. So we'll get you a wand.
Do I know what house I'm in? Snakerin!
Yeah, well, you pretty much are. No,
What?
you have to do the sorting hat.
Oh, will tell me what house I'm in?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now we're
Okay.
talking.
I'm coming around to it. I'm open to it. For sure.
Okay, is there anything I can do to help that, or just got to get you there?
Well, I guess, no, we have done a lot of sport. We can do... okay, you know what? Exec call, we'll do Harry Potter World.
Well, actually, this will help you. On the back of Harry Potter World is Simpsons World.
Okay, I'm in.
So if
So
we
I have to
do
go through Harry Potter World to get to Simpsons World.
Yep, then we can go and have a duff.
Oh, I'm having a flame and Mo with Mo.
Yeah. That we
Fuck
can
yeah.
do.
Okay, cool. All right, well, let's go to Harry Potter World. We'll do that. Let's make that a vlog, yeah, Ash? All right, Harry Potter World, here we come. Again, for those who are new or just haven't heard this, I have not seen a single minute of Harry Potter. I couldn't tell you what goes on in the three films.
3 films.
Yeah, how many films is it?
8.
8?
There's not 3.
How'd they fill 8 films? How many spells can you do over 8 films?
Yeah.
Oh, they bled that. Well, they drip fed that out like the AFL Fixture. Just drip fed that series out, didn't they? Here's 2 hours of Harry just walking around some kind of forest.
J.K. Dillon.
One of them was just Harry Potter's lost in the forest.
Yeah.
Harry Potter and the Whispering Forest. It's just him being like, I don't know where I am. All right, let's go to Harry Potter and see what it's all about. I'm keen. All right, let's do that. So we're going to do that. We're going to go check out some more NFL. We'll be back on the shores of Australia next time you hear from us.
No, actually,
we're wrong.
we're wrong. We're going to bring you a very special episode on Monday, I believe. Look, I don't know if I want to say anything in case they cancel on us, but
So if they cancel us, we'll cancel them.
we're recording in the LA Rams studio.
Cool. That's cool.
So that's pretty special. And then we'll be home.
Okay, and then we'll be home.
For draft.
For the draft, which is going to be big, so we can't wait for that. So have a great weekend, guys. Go forth, look after each other, be kind, and we'll see you next week when we're looking at you.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.